feel like
A good fight?
I think I want to. I haven't been in a fight in I can't even remember how long. I want to punch someone in anger.
You could have done. I mean, there's a lot of angry young men in the bar last night, or you could have just started something. I mean, think about it. Yeah, that's a good point. How easy would it be to just start like a fight with a stranger? Just like within 30 seconds, right? You could just walk up to somebody and say, "Hey, man, and just make up anything, just gibberish." Yeah. And then you fly off the handle.
It would have been great.
I'll tell you, I was about to fight somebody on Saturday night at Howard Street. Yeah,
that was me.
This fucking asshole.
Okay. That'd be funny.
Yeah.
When he got up to go to the bathroom, at one point I contemplated, all right, how am I going to do this so it doesn't look like I sucker punch him?
I'm kind of a pussy, so I mean, you could have just kicked the shit out of me. Nobody,
no.
I don't think anybody would have cared.
You could have partially sawed the leg on his chair. That when he sat down, he would have fell off the chair.
That would have been okay.
That would have been funny. Yeah.
And so we were, one of the owners was sitting at the corner of the bar, and he kind of, Matt and I were kind of talking with him a little bit, and then the very next day, which is Sunday, I met some friends. My wife and I met some friends there for the Bears game.
Yeah.
And as we're leaving, I say to him, I'm like, all right, guys, I'll see you later, take care, blah-blah. He's like, oh, yeah, Happy New Year. Like, he didn't even know who I was.
Who's that? The Kenny guy?
But I think no, not Kenny, because I was wearing my glasses and I had my hat on, so maybe he didn't recognize me. I don't know. Maybe I thought it was my good-looking cousin.
You know what? I think
Happy New Year.
If you work at a bar, you kind of just randomly say stuff, and you just kind of do your thing, and
yeah, it's just a customer service thing.
Yeah.
They probably have little buzzwords and slogans that they tell people. Just hey, take care, good seeing you again.
Yeah,
come back anytime.
I think.
Were you guys there last night?
Yeah.
Did they have draft beer?
No, still in bottles. No, the drafts, the taps are not working.
I think I know what happened.
I think I know what happened too.
Yeah.
Somebody didn't pay their bill. Somebody lost a lot of money in bowl games, and the bar does not have.
Or
case.
because you had to pay cash. You know that, right?
What?
You have to pay cash. It's COD for beer in Illinois.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So when they deliver, you have to cut them a check right then and there.
Oh,
that's not cash. That's a check.
Well, I mean, they call it COD, check on delivery, whatever.
Okay.
But you have to pay for it immediately. There's no liquor. You can like run.
Yeah, a line of credit.
But beer, the delivery driver has to take the check.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That seems so arbitrary and strange.
No, it's the law. It's the way the distributors operate. I don't know.
It's just a weird law. I mean, that's what was the law I saw? Michigan wants to some guy, because of the Satanic Temple. They set up a Christmas thing. He wants to take a tax exempt away from everybody who's not a Christian church.
Nice. That's not sounds like it's all inclusive.
Yeah. No tax exempt unless you believe exactly what I believe in. Yeah.
So basically, his imaginary God is more important than everybody else's imaginary God.
Okay. Yes. Without question.
Because this is the best imaginary God of all time.
Well, no, Ted, it's the most important imaginary God. Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was bizarre. I just saw that this morning, and I was like, how do you say that without laughing, without going, okay, guys, obviously I'm just kidding. I know there's 100 different religions. I'm not picking one and saying it's better than all the rest.
No, actually, he just did.
Just did. I know, it's just such a weird concept.
And are there really 100 religions, or are there like hundreds of religions, right? I mean, there's probably more than 100.
Hundreds, yeah. There's hundreds.
There's Wiccan, there's Seventh-day Adventists, there's Jehovah's Witnesses.
Well, there's a new one,
Calvinists.
The Lebowski thing.
That's not new. That's been out for a long time.
Well,
Judaism?
Not less than 20 years, okay.
Yeah. I mean, the hardest part about probably starting a new religion is probably getting a good backstory.
It's easier than losing your religion.
Have you ever prayed to a porcelain god?
Oh, man. I thought after Savannah's wedding, I thought I was going to be puking that night. I thought for sure, man. And then when I woke up, I thought for sure I was going to be puking too. I really did. There was no doubt in my mind.
Because you were so happy?
Yeah, that's why. That is absolutely why. Okay.
I should have gotten here an hour earlier. This studio setup is driving me nuts.
How do you not
I like
this?
it. No, I do like it. I'm saying it's like I'm overstimulated right now.
Yeah, I finally said that.
There's fucking 4 screens or 3 screens. What I'm looking at: you, me, Ted. You, me, Ted. we got.
It's an infinity.
We're all over the place.
No, what was that? What was that video? Max Headroom. Like they always show. He's like, there's like multiple shots. Yeah, that's what he's like. Yeah,
Max. Oh man, that was so far ahead of its time.
Yes,
it really was so far ahead of its time. All right, so I got to say something, man. I've been seeing a lot of things about plagiarism, and I just need to say that I think plagiarism is the worst crime you can commit, and this is why. Okay, because here's what plagiarism goes along with. It goes along with writing a dissertation. And I think that writing a dissertation and forcing people to read it is cruel and inhumane. Okay? You write about the Renaissance, Abraham Lincoln, the Kennedy assassination, right? All this stuff happened, and you have to pretend like you have some new concept of Abraham Lincoln, like something that no one has ever done. You write 200 pages, and someone has to read it. If that's not the worst possible thing you can do.
Well, think about all the thousands of people who've written what their doctoral dissertation and what's the one for the master's
Millions.
degree? Yeah,
That's
and
the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, what if you just independently did the research and just happened? Chances are you're going to happen to speak the same way as somebody else did before you without even knowing who it is.
Right, because there's
Yeah.
nothing new you can say
Yeah.
about the Renaissance. There's nothing new. I don't care.
Yeah.
You could write, I'm sure there's 100 books a year written about the Renaissance. And I'll bet you every one technically is plagiarized because there's nothing new that has happened. Nobody has Googled.
No, well, some people tell stories within that time, right?
Those people are dead, Mark. The Renaissance happened in the 1600s.
Not the people that lived there. But I feel that same way every time I do my Mark's movie mentions. No, I mean part of
that a
it is
reviewer has-
part of it is I want to share a movie that I love with everyone, but then the other part of me has to write information about this movie, and I mean most of these movies are old.
Yeah.
So there's nothing I can say that somebody out there doesn't already know, or most people don't already know. You know what I
can see
mean?
that.
If you've seen the movie, what am I fucking doing here? I'm trying not
Yeah,
to
but
review it because
that's-
I don't want to be a spoiler, but I'm just trying to recommend it. But no, I get it. I'm not really doing that, plagiarizing anything, because I don't pull out the Wikipedia like Ted did.
Well,
I
cited Wikipedia.
Ted
Yeah, I
actually
know.
pulled out the Wiccan.
But you didn't say that until we busted you. You were going to just roll with it until we saw that you had a Wikipedia page printed. This was, we're like, what is that, Ted?
My
oh, something he
independent
wrote.
thoughts.
We'll think about this too.
Please help Wikipedia. Oh, sorry.
Think about people who, like invented something.
It's dry.
Think about two people like different parts of the world. They invented the same thing independently of each other. Like two people invent something,
and then Ted,
they invent the same thing.
And then 7 million people wrote about it.
Yeah,
that's what it is. I
Yeah.
mean, that's what plagiarism is, right? I mean, it's just it's a goddamn waste of time. I don't even know. People should just stop writing about stuff. Like if somebody walks up and says, "I'm going to do a dissertation about Napoleon," and just say, "Stop." There's 3 movies, and already books.
Oh, I want to see that new movie.
Napoleon.
Yeah.
who plays Napoleon?
Joaquin Phoenix.
The whole thing was
Really?
plagiarized.
Well, Napoleon was like 5'2" in real life, so they must have had to use some good camera.
No,
angles
so
on
I
what-
think
Joaquin
the average
Phoenix-
height of a person back
Yeah.
then was like.
So Joaquin Phoenix so into the character.
yeah, he's a
And
character.
you know how some people had their legs lengthened. He actually had his legs short.
Yeah,
for
he
this.
cut his
No,
feet off.
he just did it on his knees. They put shoes on his knees. And they made it look
like Dorf on Napoleon. I love that was Tim Conway, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good stuff, man.
Wouldn't it, like if you wrote a dissertation, couldn't you just say at the beginning, just say, I'm going to quote a bunch of people that have already been quoted in the past instead of citing each individual passage? Can't you just say, yeah, none of these thoughts are my original thoughts. I'm just kind of putting an amalgamation of different thoughts together. And yeah, chances are I'm going to say something that somebody else has said. And you know what?
Not chances.
Oh,
are.
Matt's,
sorry.
Matt's shaking his head like you're wrong.
I am
He's
sorry.
right.
Yeah.
I am
No,
sorry.
you're wrong, Matt. Obviously, you've given this some thought, and you're catching Ted and I right now. We have no idea that this topic was going to come up, but I think you're dead wrong.
What do you mean?
Just because something happened a long time ago and people have talked about it and regurgitated it over and over again, both in print and in person, doesn't mean that nobody else should ever write about it again.
Couldn't you write about something else?
What?
Something that just
Something
happened.
that didn't happen or something that just happened? So you should write your dissertation about something that's never happened?
No, something that
Hypotheticals.
like once you reach let's say dissertations, okay, and you look it up, and there's like listings, okay, and once you reach 1,000 people have written their dissertation about Abraham Lincoln, you can't that's capped out because there's nothing like somebody has to read this and go, oh fuck, okay.
Well, I'm sure the professor's kind of
look,
discouraged.
Look, he was tall and he wore a hat. Oh, I didn't know that.
He might have been gay too.
Oh, there we go. That one
Oh,
too. Yeah.
God
might have
damn
been
it. Abraham Lincoln, who was gay. Yeah, no, that's not a real
He was a
thing.
wrestler. He wrestled a bear.
What? He did not,
He was a wrestler.
he did not wrestle a bear.
That's a urban legend or whatever.
No, that was Davy Crockett.
There was like posters and stuff, I think, right?
That he wrestled a bear?
I think so. Am I getting him confused with somebody else?
Yeah, you must be.
Yeah,
So
Daniel Boone.
Yeah.
Not
No,
He's
he
a-
wrestled a raccoon and took
he's the one.
his hat.
Yeah, Abraham Lincoln walked
He
5.
took a raccoon's hat.
Yeah, he had the raccoon hat. Isn't that the Bowie knife? What was it? Who was
that was
it?
David Bowie.
Who was at the animal? Who was at the Alamo? Was it like David Bowie? the Bowie
Don't,
knife? Yeah,
Ted.
I don't
You know how many? Oh my God! already right now. Right now, people are listening right now, and they're just like, okay,
Boom.
let's send him off a note.
was David
Who
Boone,
was at
right?
the? Yeah, who was at the? Yeah, Daniel. Boone.
Davy Crockett.
Davy
Crockett. Daniel Boone is one of those guys. Okay, are you guys go-getters?
You know,
Like, do you get ahead of the? Do you get ahead of it? Do you get ahead of stuff?
get ahead of the curve, get ahead of the problem.
Because
Not
Like a
today.
fixer.
I saw something, and I thought this might be important for you guys. If you send, do you send a lot of Christmas gifts?
I do not, unfortunately.
You do not,
Yeah.
Mark.
Not
do
that-
you
not that I don't
send
care.
Christmas gifts in the mail?
That job is taken.
No, but do you?
Amazon does that.
But,
You drop ship it.
Kelly,
so
Kelly
you don't-
does it.
so you
Yeah,
don't-
of course.
okay, so I was looking at this thing. I just saw this, and they had all the things that the big things that you can't send through the mail, like just for USPS, United States Postal Service.
Live animals.
Yeah, I do not know. I do not know how it works in other countries. So if you listen in India or Sweden or UK or whatever, I don't know. But here in America, these are the things you can't send through the mail. Okay,
Can I
ready?
name one before you start?
Go ahead.
Fruit.
Not on the list.
Explosives.
Oh, you can't send fruits and vegetables through the mail.
Let's see. Technically, explosives aren't. I mean, these are the
No, yeah.
these are the things.
Incendiary
Are you ready?
devices.
Go ahead.
Ammunition. You can't
Oh,
send.
cigarettes too.
It doesn't say cigarettes. This is from the USPS.
Okay.
So
ammunition.
So you cannot send your favorite uncle bullets for his gun.
Ammo. Okay.
Okay. You also can't send him guns.
Okay.
Okay. So those two things: ammunition and guns. You can't send fireworks through the mail.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why. I
Is
don't
that
know. No.
Everything else
I
is-
was,
Oh, there's more.
no, I was just thinking, like, what couldn't you send?
Biological
Like,
materials.
But what would in your mind, like, oh, you
No,
know
they
what? You
ship
know what?
that.
I gotta get these fireworks to my friend in Colorado.
I got a guy.
Yeah, and you send it over. Okay, you ready? And this one blew my mind. Mercury.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
But
Like in the
who-
thermometer. Yeah.
yeah, you just can't send mercury. I don't know if you can send a thermometer, but you can't send mercury. But who has mercury just sitting around?
They shut down Lane, your alma mater, because they thought that they found mercury in the toilet.
So what shit?
Last year they canceled the basketball games because there was mercury floating in the toilet.
Oh, I did hear that.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
What the hell is wrong?
And
with
I told my wife, I go, odds are it's probably fucking paint or nail polish. How do they know it's mercury? Is there somebody at Lane that could test it immediately and say
No,
that's mercury?
Someone walked in and went, "That's mercury," and then they ran out.
Did they have the?
Yeah. I never found out if it was
They
actually
had the
mercury.
elemental chart with them when they were looking at it, and they said yes.
That's what I mean.
When they were looking at, and there's no pictures of mercury. It's just what's the symbol for mercury? ME or something like
Oh,
that.
don't.
I know.
Okay, thank you everybody for the stuff you're gonna send. Yeah, after you listen to this tomorrow or the following week, and you send us what the symbol is for mercury. Spray paint, hairspray, nail polish, and nail polish remover. You cannot send those
Flammables.
things.
Yeah, makes sense.
Also, lithium batteries.
Oh, didn't know that.
Yeah, which doesn't make sense because when they ask you, do you have any lithium batteries in your bag? And you do because you have lithium batteries in everything that you have.
Everything.
Yeah,
Right. And then you go, no. What?
HG, Ted.
Or you do one of these.
Okay.
You do one of these. What's a lithium battery?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was watching a video of a guy's garage burned down. He had a camera in his garage, and so we got to watch the video of his garage burned down because a lithium battery charger, or the battery and the charger, whatever, caught fire.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and you know what I meant to do is unplug mine when I left because I got one of those
Oh, at the shop.
weed whackers. No,
Oh, in
at
the
the shop I leave everything on.
You leave an open flame.
No, but I got a
Roman
I got a
candles at
battery.
100,
I got a
yeah.
caddy, like a Milwaukee caddy that charges
yeah.
all the batteries, and then I actually have a real battery on the chargers too.
Okay.
2 batteries on chargers.
Yeah,
Anyway,
we keep ours. I got to take care of that. Now, here's things you can send, and I did not know this. Okay, ready? Unlimited amounts of porn, any kind of knife, body parts.
what, is that a category? Unlimited amounts?
Unlimited amounts, body parts as long as they're fully wrapped in plastic, and sex toys regardless of the size or where they get put. Yeah, all that stuff can be sent. It can all be sent out.
Fascinating.
Yeah, it just kind of blew my mind that people like that people would send any of those things, like just wrap up a gun, send it out to your buddy.
I know you can't ship fruits and vegetables like across the country.
You could ship
I
dry
mean, it
goods,
used
right?
to be a thing because my grandfather used to smuggle oranges from Florida to us like during Christmas
Up
in
his
boxes,
ass?
like in boxes that he would
Oh.
ship through UPS.
You could send chips, right? Like dry goods like chips or pretzels or something. Like if you want to send
All right, we got to change
Ted,
the
how
topic.
okay.
can of
All right, so let's get this thing started so we can get to Teddy's
Pringles.
tip. Hey, everybody, my name is Matt, and this is the Real Three Idiots podcast. With me, as always, is the best lever ever, Teddy.
It was the Irish goodbye. You know,
Teddy is the best at walking away.
Last night, too?
It's called. No, I said bye.
Last night?
It's called the Irish goodbye.
Yeah.
I didn't know what that
Yeah,
was
but
until I had
the
to look
game.
it up.
The game's barely at halftime. Ted's like, all right, bye, see ya.
Well, you know,
Yeah, and he has like $40 worth of drinks. He hands me a $5. He goes, "This is all I got." And he walks out.
I washed some
He gone.
dishes. I washed some dishes in the back.
Yeah. And Mr. Sweatshirt, Mark.
What the hell does that mean?
You wear a lot of sweatshirts.
I don't have any sweatshirts. This is my only sweatshirt.
He's actually not wearing a hat today.
What?
This is my only sweatshirt.
That's the only sweatshirt you own.
Pretty sure.
Actually, the other one's
do you see-
the other one's a pullover.
You are
right?
so. Do you know why we argued on Saturday? Because you exaggerate
What
everything.
other sweatshirt do I have?
Justin Fields has thrown 50,000.
I don't
touchdown
have
passes.
another sweatshirt.
I've actually never seen that sweatshirt before.
I have seen that. Okay, so I'm marking this. You know, I'm going to mark this.
Oh,
right
I have
now.
my Taft hoodie. That's it.
Hoodie.
I have two. So I have two. This is a hoodie.
See, I
It's
thought
not
the other one was
sweatshirt.
like a
See-
pullover.
But do you see how you say I have none, and then
I have two.
but you had one. You had one up until 10 seconds ago.
Dude, you know what
had
show's
one.
on right now. We're going to do this now. This is ridiculous.
All right. Let's get to Teddy's sponsor so he can do his tip, and then we have our awesome guest today.
See, he just
Thank
wants
you.
to argue with me. He's all out of sorts
Yeah.
now.
No, Ted. I mean,
You know what he-
Mark,
you know what he was
I'm
You
good.
had nothing to say about me.
No, you know,
I just
you know what he's doing? He's trying to provoke you, like a Cape
He
Buffalo.
is.
See, don't fall into that trap.
you walk up to a Cape Buffalo.
Now I know why he rearranged the studio. He put two desks
to get
between
you
him and I.
yeah, just and spikes. And,
Yeah,
spike
and a
strip.
moat and a moat.
Take your shoes off.
That'd be awesome. If
Take
I
your shoes
dug a
off for the
moat
show
into
today.
there. Hey, my shoes are off. All right. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Okay. Are you having trouble finding condoms specifically designed for lesbians? Dixno, the largest supplier of condoms for lesbians, is announcing their new line called the Hood Hood. According to a new CDC report, lesbians are 138% more likely to get an STD than a non-native New Zealander. Don't be left out of the fun because you bought a discount condom. Let Dixno protect your clam from chlamydia. Go to Dixno.com and get your lesbian condoms today.
Huh.
I did not know that was a thing. Nope.
Hmm.
No idea. So, go ahead, sing away, sir.
The Ted and me will do nearly any task. As for conversation, you might say, how long's this last? It take a Teddy like you to get through to the man in the show. Ted's tips are ringing all around my door. I think to myself, I just can't take this anymore. Take a Ted like your kind to find the man in the show. But oh, what a wonderful tip just to know Ted's a big old trip.
Wow. That was awesome.
good one.
I tried to do a song from the Big Lebowski. This is, the song.
No, I like it.
Yeah, that's good.
I don't know.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Good homage to the Lebowski movie.
Yeah.
Good job.
Bob Dylan, the man in me.
Love a little Bob Dylan. All right, Teddy, are you ready for your tip?
I'm ready as I'm going to be.
Oh, okay, so you're not ready for your tip. Okay, here we go. Ted, I need your help. I hope you guys can do this question before my interview on Friday, January 12th. So we
Done.
beat it. I got a list of questions from a friend who works for the company. I'm having trouble with these three. Please help. Here's the three questions, Teddy. What's your favorite movie and why? This is what they're going to ask him. How do you handle criticism? And what's your greatest weakness? Hope I hear from you soon. Mark, I love your movie mentions, and the Christmas Story was really funny. Cassie, 29, Dallas, Texas.
Hey, Cassie. Happy New Year. So anyway, I guess the first tip would be, why don't you just ask the guy who already works for the company when they asked him the three questions? What did he say? He obviously got the job, right? So-
But, I mean, what if he said something stupid? Or what if they didn't ask those particular questions?
Correct, yeah. But I'm just saying I would just find out in general, like, what the questions he was asked during the interview process. Not that they're going to be the same, but how he answered them. But to answer your question specifically, Cassie, I had to do a little Google research on this one because I've seen this before. It's kind of tricks that employers play, HR departments play to see if you're the right candidate, assuming you don't have a baby car seat in your car and they don't follow you out, of course. So just make sure you leave that one at home. Okay, number one. Okay. So anyway, per Google, because I don't want to plagiarize here. I'm not plagiarizing, so I'm citing a reputable source.
Google
wrote it. Yeah, the search engine wrote this.
Google is not a reputable source.
ChatGPT. Listen, so obviously the common sense thing, research the company that you're going to work for, know their background, know their mission statement, obviously the job you're applying for within the company. Just think of it in terms of how could I be a value add to this company and how I'm going to help this company. And common tips when an interviewer asks you a question, you want to stall for a little time, so you repeat the question. You say, "Let's get back to the question later," and then you just kind of talk yourself up on how you can help this company.
Ted.
And then yes, what you're going to do with those specific questions, you're going to not necessarily tell the truth. You're just going to tell them what they think they need to hear to get the job. So if you, for example, if it's marketing and sales, and that's going to be your department.
Oh, I got this one. Death of a salesman.
Yeah, Arthur Miller. Yeah, so you just want to, obviously give answers that dovetail to what you think they want to hear. That's going to help you get the job, whether it's true or not, because they're not going to know either way. So it doesn't have to be.
I got a better one.
Yeah.
Glenn Ross. And then when they say why, right? Because in that movie, doesn't that guy steal to
Fuck
get
the machine?
Yeah. What does he say? Because you know why? Because I want. Was it $1,000 is the grand prize?
No.
What's
a brand new Cadillac?
He goes.
Yeah.
No,
you know why I picked Glenn Ross? Because I want the Cadillac. I don't want any goddamn steak knives.
And
that's
I like
second
the part.
place.
No,
Yep.
so when they ask you, do you like coffee? And you say coffee's for closers. It's for closers.
Okay, so what movie can she say?
Glenn Ross is a good one because there's a lot of conflict in that movie. In the
But she doesn't want to say that she's into conflict.
No, but she wants to say how resolves conflict.
I am gonna turn this.
Pacino literally attacks his boss.
Yeah.
Near the end.
He goes,
there will be chaos if you hire me. There will be chaos.
No, he goes. First place is a new Cadillac. Second place is a set of steak knives. Third place is you're fired.
You're fired. Yeah.
Yeah. So long
what
story
movie?
short, whatever movie she needs to say that comports to the job that she's going to get, I would have her just do a little research. So whatever, like I said, she didn't say what the position was. So whatever the company is, whatever their mission statement is, whatever she's doing within that company, I would dovetail my answers that comport with the mission statement of that company to show that she's a valuable team member. Doesn't matter if it's true or not. Just tell them what they think they need to hear when they need to hear it.
Please just
to get
say
the
it,
job.
Ted. I spit on your grave.
Didn't think of that.
Please.
I was going to go with Silence of the Lambs.
Okay.
No, there's a woman that look. Cassie can say, "Listen, you know why I spit on your grave? Because something bad happened to her. Did she close up? Did she quit? No. She went out and she killed every one of those motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Right. She got the job done. Okay. Yeah. See, I like that.
Or Rambo, a lot of problem-solving skills in the forest there, avoiding law enforcement. So
You know what? See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what she needs. This is what she needs help with. I like that, right? He would, oh, Cassie, I don't think we want to hire you. Oh, yeah? And then she goes out to her car.
And
she loads up.
You say, I'll be back.
Yeah, she loads up with
She's got
guns
guns
and shit.
underneath the car seats.
And she teaches them a lesson.
The
Right.
car seats are actually gun lockers.
Yeah, and if she says that ahead of time, they're going to think, we have to hire
No,
her.
you know what you do? You say, like Fight Club, the one scene where he wants to work from home and they won't let him, so he punches himself in the face and throws himself through the plate glass window. and he says his boss is trying to kill him, and they give him everything he wanted. So that's what you do. So basically, just beat yourself with a sack of oranges, accuse the person who's interviewing you that they did it, and then file a discrimination claim against them, and they'll pay you to go away, or they'll hire you out of fear.
Okay.
I don't recommend that. That's just if you have to go scorched earth, of course.
Okay, what about how do you handle criticism? Specifically, what
Well-
does she need to say?
Well, what she needs to say is that if I wanted your opinion, I'll give it to you, number one. Number two,
Okay. What? I think you just went from I'm trying to help to trying to get Cassie not hired.
no, of course, just say, obviously you're going to give a vanilla answer. Just say, you know what, I welcome constructive criticism. I do have the right to give constructive feedback. You just want to keep it as vanilla and professional as possible without putting yourself in any specific box. So you want to just be, here's what you want to do. You want to be vague and ambiguous at all times. So just give enough of an answer where
So the key to getting a job is being vague and ambiguous.
vague and ambiguous when it comes to personal answers. When it comes to what you could do for that company, then you want to be more specific. You want to be more granular. But when it comes to just opinions, how do you handle criticism? Obviously, that's a very subjective thing. People handle it differently. Just say, I always welcome constructive criticism to improve myself.
The
stuff
one
like
thing you're right about this whole tip is
Yeah.
we don't know what the company is.
We don't know what the company is?
I'm sorry, we don't know
What the job?
what
if
the
it's,
job
what,
is.
What if it's Acme Company where it's the coyote
So
who's ordering stuff?
What we should do is you should do what you normally do is assume.
I used to make a lot of
He does
assumptions.
say
Assuming this company they make knives. Assuming this company sells condom machines.
Yeah.
Here's the answer you want to give, right? That's what you should have. You should have just assumed because she's not going to tell us.
No,
that leaves it wide open for you.
Well, it does because
It's
that's
been a
why.
grand slam
that's
for
why I
you.
say give a vague and
I
ambiguous
know
answer. 'Cause
that's
I
what
don't know
you're doing,
she's
but if you
doing,
knew, like, if you made up a company, then you could say,
No, I would
okay,
Just assume it's like in the adult entertainment industry. Yeah. And then what she would have to do to get the job.
Well, I did give an answer. I said, obviously, whatever your job is, she knows what it is. Give a very specific answer how you can help that company in your job role, and then for like the subjective things like how do you handle criticism, give
Right,
give
greatest
kind of a
weakness.
Well, in general, just say
Come on, you got to give a specific answer because somebody's going to say, "What's your greatest weakness?" And if you go, "Oh, you know what? I take on too much, or I work too hard."
no, you have to keep it fun and fluffy, like
Yeah.
pizza. Ha ha ha! Pizza's my weakness, guys. So don't ask me on Fridays. And then you do the whole like.
just say I have a tendency to care too much, and work
There you go.
work extra hours off the books.
Isn't that what? Isn't that what everybody says though? Everybody says that.
Weakness.
I'm too passionate.
very dishonest.
I'm too passionate about weakness. Is I didn't cover up the embezzlement good enough last time, but this time I have a triple encoded password where they'll never find it. So
My
trust me.
weakness is flatulence.
Oh my God, that would be a trifecta, right? Your favorite movie and why? I spit on your grave because you know that bitch got that bitch got her revenge, right? And then you say how do you handle criticism with a bat? And then what's your greatest weakness? I'm extraordinarily dishonest. I haven't told the truth in about 8 years.
How do you handle criticism?
I think
the
you
fuck's
guys
your
are great.
problem.
No, your greatest weakness is I waited too long to go on disability at my last company and milk it for all it's worth. That was my problem. But this time I'll make sure I have a work comp accident within 2 days of starting.
God.
So it'll be okay.
Oh my God,
You'll never get rid of me
Could you
until you
even
pay me to go away.
God, could you even imagine how awesome that would be? If let's say you got a job, but you went to you got a job on Tuesday, and Wednesday you went to this interview, and you just didn't care, and you just wanted to have some fun.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And you could just do anything. Tell me a little about yourself. I've been killing my neighbor's pets, for about the last 22 years.
But now they got a ring doorbell, so I have to be extra careful.
Yeah, I have male and female genitalia. I hate everyone. Yeah, I hate everyone. Yeah.
And just ask a stupid question like, "What the hell does it have to do with shoelaces?" And
No,
I'd be
just
like,
say,
"What?
just-
I'm
no,
in the wrong place."
No, just say I have three kids at home under the age of 5, and so I have to leave at 1:00 in the afternoon every day, and there's no exceptions, and I might be an hour or two late every day coming in. So.
And is there any way I can be in charge of the petty cash? That would be, dude. That would be.
Can I get an advance on my salary?
I know I have a gig, and the gig seems like it's going to work out. But now I think I want to. I think I want to have one of those interviews and just record
Or you could
it.
go totally philosophical on them, right? And just say, "That's a good question." Confucius say, and then
Well,
you just like philosophers. You just like do all these different philosopher.
According to Plato, there's no such thing as a job.
Conflict
There's no-
comes from within.
Yeah. So
Oh, they're all scratching their heads.
Conflict is a man-made construct. There is no conflict. It's all harmonious.
oh,
Yeah, you find out
And-
who's giving the interview.
And then you say the dude abides.
that's it.
the dude.
I'm the dude.
Bam.
You're Mr. Lebowski.
That's
I'm
what
the
you
dude.
do. Tell her right now, Ted. You have to take on a character and you roll with it.
Yeah.
Go in there like you're a
Like a
female
persona.
Jeffrey Lebowski.
Yeah.
So that's the way to do it. Just
Yeah.
find your favorite movie.
Go into character.
and go in as character.
Yeah.
Just do the whole thing and drop as
Hooah!
yeah, drop as many
as
lines
Al
from the
Pacino,
movie.
yeah.
Drop as many lines from the movie to the point where they're just like, you're
Would you
doing,
go in blind if you were doing Al Pacino for Son of a Woman? Would you go in blind?
just walking
What do you want here?
sir? You didn't say you were blind. I'm not.
He goes, the leads aren't weak. You're weak. We paid good money for the leads. We're here to close.
Oh man,
Coffee's for closers.
All right, Cassie. I know you're not going to get this job, but in your next job, yeah. So you have a choice, right?
Just go to the McDonald's the next county over.
Yeah, go to McDonald's. No, we
nothing wrong
heard
with
it last week.
We're assuming jobs here.
We're assuming she's going to get a job at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Do they
Could
ask?
be a managerial position at
Nothing wrong with
McDonald's?
McDonald's.
That's something a big corporation would ask like potential managers. Like a McDonald's,
Oh,
like
I
those
guess.
are
Wait,
kind of
and
big
so like
jobs.
the woman who had her husband come over to
Yeah. Are you
assault
married?
the employee?
That's all McDonald's manager employees get one question: are you married? And does your husband an angry man?
Do you know the Hamburglar's real name? What is Grimace?
What is?
think he's like a blob. He's a purple blob, or
I only know one purple blob. Yeah, the guy I went to school with. All right, so I'm going to do a quick caveat before we introduce our guest, okay? If you haven't ever seen the movie The Big Lebowski, okay, turn the show off immediately, right now. Go watch it, and then when you're done, come back to the show because it will make much more sense to you, okay? Is that a good caveat?
Yeah, but there's nobody that listens to our show that has not seen the movie.
You don't think so?
No.
All right, well, let's see. Our guest today is the author of I'm a Lebowski, You're a Lebowski. Let's see. He is not unmuted yet, so I'm kind of nervous that he's walking around.
Hey!
There he is. All right. Please welcome to the show, Bill Green. Bill, welcome to the show.
hello, welcome.
Hey, Bill, welcome.
Oh, hold on. There we
for
go.
having me.
There we go. All right.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Testing.
Yeah, we got
1, 2.
I just have to be that guy who understands the board and turns up your sound.
Far out.
You're like the best boy in key grip, all rolled up into one.
Deal.
Okay, here I'm going to ask you, Bill. You've ceaselessly researched the Big Lebowski. Do you have any idea what a best boy does in a movie?
Or key grip.
A best boy, I think, is like a step down from key grip or one of those.
I was going to say that. Yeah, like a grip term. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so do I have to ask the next question? What the hell's a key grip?
Yeah. Key grip. I think they deal with electrical work. I don't know. I hope none of my industry friends are listening to this because I should know this, but I don't.
Yeah. You know what? Don't worry. We'll get like 100 listeners who will tell us exactly what a best boy in a key grip does, and then they'll make fun of us for not knowing.
Sure. Yeah.
All right. So the movie came out in 1998, right? And you wrote the book in 2007. Is that correct?
It came out in 2007, I'd say. And I got to start by correcting. I am an author of the book. There were it was me and 3 other dudes.
Oh, okay.
But no, but it's the 4 of us were all together as part of Lebowski Fest, which was started by Scott and Will of the group of the guys that wrote the book. And so we all worked together already, and then we were approached by the book or the publisher to put our thoughts down in a book. And I love that I'm on the plagiarism episode of your podcast.
That's just a coincidence. That's
He
just
leads
a
into
coincidence.
that, yes. Doesn't it make everybody sound like guilty? And from now on, when you write anything, you're going to feel guilty. Because
I came to terms with my guilt with that a long time ago.
Right,
Totally
nice,
fine.
nice.
I'm highly suspicious of this podcast. In fact, I think when we first started, we tried to have a name, and there was already 8 groups out there with the same name as us, unbeknownst to us.
We had to change very quickly. But but I guess plagiarism is only a big deal if you give a shit, right? If you don't care, if somebody says you plagiarize, it's just like, hey.
Until there's repercussions.
Well, that was the question I was thinking about when you were talking about that. Like, what's the difference between plagiarism and fan art?
Yeah.
Where does it cross the line?
Well, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. That's what Joe Kennedy said. So,
All right. So you talked about Lebowski Fest, and you guys started that. But I was going online. I was looking at different stuff over the last week or so. There's a whole bunch of them all over the country, right?
Yeah.
So where did you guys start? Like, what location did you use? Because I saw one there was one in Kentucky. There's one in Missouri. I know John Goodman went to the one in his hometown in Missouri, right?
Right. Yeah. We're all from Louisville, Kentucky,
Okay,
and
so
that's where it began.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. So I can't say if it was ever the first party at a bowling alley themed
Gotcha.
Around the movie, but it was the first one we'd ever heard of. And yeah, Scott and Will just had the idea one day because they were tending like a booth. They were trying to sell shirts and stickers and stuff, and they're bored and they're talking back and forth and they're getting the lines going, and then people start chiming in that are walking by, and they realize like there's a lot of hidden fans out there. So they made a little budget on a napkin like you see in the movies, and they needed like 30 people to show up, and 150 people showed up.
all right.
And then the very next year, 2000, and then it was just off to the races for a good 17, 18 years that I had a run. Yeah.
You know what I love? I'm watching the video of the one in Kentucky, the bowling alley, Inside and Out. There's a huge guy on YouTube interviewing all these people. You don't know him, do you? Do you know the video I'm talking about? Because it's the first one that pops up on YouTube. Guy looks like he's 7 foot, and he sounds like he's Russian. and he's interviewing everybody on Lebowski Fest. And
Is he a nihilist? Wait,
yeah,
it's on
that's
YouTube?
exactly. And I mean, it's everybody there is having the best time. It's unbelievable. Everyone's
Oh my
dressed
God,
up.
dude,
It's incredible.
It was an incredible time because you'd walk into a packed bowling alley and everyone is in a good mood. And you've got like bag boys at Ralph's hanging out and bowling with lawyers and doctors. And it was just everyone, had a connection. It was really cool.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see how you could watch the movie and not, as you're done, not just feel very relaxed and at ease. And it's like, yeah, I mean, I had a job. I mean, honestly, I just watched it again like about 2 days after I got my job, and I was thinking about quitting. Yeah, I just didn't want to do it anymore. It was great. I had a blast. All right,
It's
so
kind of like that Office Space effect.
oh yeah, so let me ask you this: there's thousands of movies made every year. How does this one hit you in that way? What's that thing that just made? I mean, because basically, for the last 20 some odd years, your life has revolved around this movie. So why The Big Lebowski?
A lot of it has, yeah, and that's been the question that we cannot answer. it's it's we have no idea. It's just they struck gold, and it wasn't a big hit in the theater, but it grew. It's now we see it on the end caps up near the register at like Target, but it wouldn't have been there without like this underground fan. It just keeps it chugging along, and honestly, I do find a lot of actual useful life advice through basically the dude's teaching, not just the movie, but we got to interview Jeff Bridges himself, and he is everything you want him to be in a person, and he is the dude, and it's helped me with like just daily annoyances and anxieties. I think a lot of people can look to it for that.
Well, that's cool, isn't it?
And
and that's the
I'm
true
sorry, go ahead.
definition of a cult. I mean, it's become
It's a
a cult
film like the
But
Rocky
hey,
Horror
I
Picture
have
Show.
to admit, I did see it in the theater.
Really?
I saw it when it came out. Yeah.
Oh,
And you were one of
Nice.
very few people.
No,
Because
I was blown away when I saw it.
But here, I'll give you some stats. It lasted. It stayed in release for less than 2 months. Right. It was basically the Coen brothers had just made Fargo.
See, that's why
which
we
was
saw
one of the best movies ever made. I mean, that's one of the best movies of
Yep.
all time. It's a great movie. And this thing came out, and it had a lot of great guys in it. It lasted roughly about 2 months. It completely tanked. And here, I'll give you some really funny things. These are some of the reviews. Oh man, this absolutely.
it's like a Rotten Tomato
Oh,
review. Yeah.
here it is. Here it is. You ready? Some of the reviews that came out, and then all these people backtracked on this, but John Turturro was wasted in his role. That's what one of the reviewers said. New York Magazine said Jeff Bridges sacrificed himself to the Coen brothers just to be in one of their movies. Okay. Another one said almost nothing to remember and enjoy. And this is my favorite one. Some woman, I don't remember what magazine, she said, this movie, it's just about bowling and Orthodox Judaism.
What?
That's what she said. So,
Yeah, okay,
Bill,
yeah.
Bill, how accurate were these?
3,000 years of beautiful tradition.
She probably passed on
Yeah,
Bitcoin and Apple
I mean,
stock too. Yeah. So
So the book just came out in reprint with a new cover that I won't show up, but Daphne Merkin did a afterward in the new release, and she is one of the critics that panned it when it first came out. So it's
Nice.
kind of looking back at what she said and why it changes, or but yeah, I don't know. That's fine with me. I think if something has like a massive following, if more than half the population likes it, I probably don't like it. I think a lot of us like the weird
Yeah.
offbeat stuff
I'm with you,
sometimes.
yeah.
But I was a huge Coen Brothers fan before the movie came out, and also Tarantino. And I remember I was in the theater I was there to see Jackie Brown. It was like Christmas, and I looked up at the screen, and there was a new Coen Brothers movie coming out. I had no idea what it was, and it was about first thing you see is bowling. I grew up in a bowling alley. My dad was on leagues. I was on leagues, and I was like, "Holy shit! This is like my favorite directors," and they're doing a movie quote unquote about bowling, which has nothing to do with it, but and everything. So I was like that. I was really drawn to it then, but you know what? I mean, I saw it and I loved it, but I never. My friend and I would banter lines back and forth, but he was the one that he's always been a friend that like had wingnut ideas and went for it full blast, and he did it and it worked out. It would never would have happened, or I would have attended some, but I never would have been a part of it without his insane energy for
We
this
all
kind
need
of thing.
friends like that.
So,
I love
here's a question. So obviously the Lebowski movie is kind of like the Rocky Horror Picture Show. It's a cult film, and I'm sure you've seen the movie Kingpin, the one with Woody Harrelson. Now, why did that one not necessarily gain as much traction as the Lebowski movie, even though it was still a little bit eclectic, a little offbeat? So
Oh, that's easy.
So what was the
It's
secret
because-
sauce? Yeah, what was the secret sauce about
It's
the
because
Lebowski?
Lebowski didn't have the line, "I think you knocked something loose, Tiger," in it. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah, where he faked the robbery with the landlady so we can get the free rent. Yeah, and then she had to bang her. Yeah.
So so I'm glad. One of my questions was, are you a big Coen Brothers fan? So you knocked that off the list, and I am too. My buddy Juan and I saw Fargo in the theater, and when we found out they had another movie coming out, I think it was the same year, if I'm not mistaken. It was bad. It was really close. We went and saw The Big Lebowski, and I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I love Jeff Bridges. He's one of my favorite actors before that, and still is. But John Turturro, for him and I at that age in '98, I think we were probably like 22 years old. John Turturro is one of we loved him. That cameo, that character in that movie, dude, we couldn't get enough of it. John Turturro was unbelievable in that movie. We were fucking blown away by him. That was the funniest part of the whole movie to us. And I mean, I actually still have my ticket stub from the movie. That's what.
Nice.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it's so. Yeah, I used to keep them
That's
all the
funny.
time, but when they gave them to you, right? That's But yeah, I mean, John Turturro in that movie is funny, and that's why it's so weird. It's just a cameo, basically.
And you, so you interviewed almost every single person from the movie, correct? Or did you get everybody?
Right. I would have to think. We got all the heavy hitters.
Did you talk to Flea?
And I'm sorry.
Did you talk to Flea?
We didn't get to talk to Flea. No, but
he doesn't really do anything. All he does.
That was another thing too. He was in the
I would love
goddamn
to talk to
movie.
Flea.
Yeah,
That's what's
They
great about it.
actually asked the Coen brothers if we could interview them for the book. And I did not want to interview the Coen brothers because you know them and you've seen them in an interview. They just dissect the interviewer without them even knowing it.
Yeah.
It's just like I do when I want to be put in a conversation with those guys. But they had loaned a prop to us for one of the festivals. It was the marmot in the bathtub. It was like a cutaway view of it, but there was this entire thing prop, and it had like a drill bit on it. That's how they spun it in the water. They loaned that to us for a festival. And anyway, their response to us about the book was, "We let you borrow our marmot. Don't push it."
You know,
And that's all we did.
That's awesome. You know what I love about that scene too? When he says that, when they're at the bar and they're rehashing what happened, he's like, "Forget about the marmot, man." I'm like, wait a minute, it was a weasel. A marmot's like a totally different animal, and I love that he said marmot. He called it a marmot, and everybody to this day still says the marmot.
All right,
Nice
so
marmot.
so when you're interviewing these guys, who had the most fun? I mean, who did you have the most fun interviewing, and who was the most into it?
I would say Jeff Bridges was the most into it. I'd say the most fun was Sam Elliott, because in the movie, if anyone hasn't seen it, he asked the dude why he has to use so many darn curse words.
Yeah.
And Sam Elliott on an interview, he cursed more than anyone in the movie that we interviewed.
Oh, in person he did.
And just to hear that voice on the other end of the line, it was incredible. But yeah, they were.
Dude's
they were
answer.
all,
Dude's answers go. Dude, I think dude said, "What the fuck are you talking about, man?" Right?
Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about? So yeah, and I lost my train of thought. I'm rambling again.
What was
Go
the
ahead.
Godfather stat? You said there was actually more swearing in the movie The Big Lebowski.
No,
than
I
the
did. They said they dropped the F word
than
more.
the Goodfellas.
More than
Oh,
Goodfellas.
I didn't know that.
The story, I like this story, and I think I'll make sure I get this right. When you were talking to Sam Elliott and you interviewed him, he said the Coen brothers made him do one of the scenes like 15 times, and finally he flipped out. And he, you know, as a great actor, he said, "What do you guys want? I don't understand what you want." And did one of the Coen brothers say, "Oh no, we got it like 10 takes ago. We just wanted to fuck with you and see how long you would keep doing
Yeah.
this."
Yeah. He said it was like the first or second take they got it. They just said they loved to hear him say it.
That's
Oh
pretty
my
funny.
God.
I
It
mean,
was at the bowling alley bar.
Yeah, that's pretty
I
funny.
mean,
I guess
that's
that's the only time he's seen.
Yeah.
yeah, that's a tough thing to do. I don't care how great you are as a director and a producer. I mean, that's a tough thing to do to somebody, and you know, I mean, that's a risky thing. That's a really risky thing to do.
Yeah. Why do you want
Yeah.
him mad at you?
Yeah. So I mean, and when he tells that story, I mean, does he sound like he was pissed, or did he think it was funny too?
No, he thought it was funny. I mean, yeah, he was really cool about it. I feel like I got the vibe that's, well, here's the thing. We're fucking amateurs. We don't know anything. And we're writing this book. And we don't know how to interview people. We don't know any of this stuff. We just throw a bowling party. So, you know, we're talking to Philip Seymour Hoffman on the phone. And I didn't do any of the questions, but I wish I did now. But they were just asking really dumb questions sometimes, and that would make me cringe. And then it would be confirmed because,
How do you think we feel? We've been doing this for a year and a half.
well, I think they had,
By the way, I'm collateral damage in all of this. You know that, right?
yeah.
So I'm not.
Yeah, right, Ted.
I didn't buy into any of this. All right.
Yeah, I mean
They
that
asked
was
him-
tough. I mean, you guys are writing this because you had the fest. Did you get to do a lot of prep, or did you just kind of go in figuring?
oh,
hey,
we dove in for about a year. We sat around in one dude's living room and just played the movie like frame by frame, and rewinding and just taking every possible note we possibly could. We just wanted to squeeze as much fun, dumb stuff out of it as we possibly could.
wow.
So yeah, probably saw it. I can't imagine how many times.
So when you're interviewing Julianne Moore, who had kind of a small part, right? And she's I mean, great actress.
Yeah.
Okay. And for
I don't think we got an interview with her. I think that was like an email response. Like we sent her questions, she replied with them in an email.
okay.
I think, yeah, I don't remember talking to her on the phone.
All right, yeah, but I mean, you're sending her these questions, and I feel like it's kind of hard for me to figure out. Are these people just like, you know, why are they asking me about this movie? Like did she seem like?
Oh man,
Did she seem like she was into it, or did she seem like she's like, what the hell are these guys doing?
I forget what year it was. It was around 2015. We did a New York fest, and we had a cast reunion, and she was there. Jeff Bridges and John Goodman and Steve Buscemi and John Turturro. Anyone else were there, and she looked frightened by the fans. She was on stage, and people were yelling out lines, and it was like as soon as the thing was over, there was kind of a party down for them and special guests, and she split immediately. Like she
Well, you know,
she's had enough.
Well, you know why she was out of her element, Donnie. You're out of your element.
She was totally out of her
That's
element.
why she's out of her element. So. And you know what?
Yeah.
They didn't dive face down on the muck and caisson so you could have your family restaurant. Should have told her ass that. Yeah, and don't let the door hit you on the
This
way
is a
out. By the way,
family
yeah.
establishment.
Yeah, see, no, you know what? So that's funny because I think back like Steve Buscemi seems like he'd be a pretty fun guy, and John Goodman seems pretty crazy, and if you get Jeff Bridges, I mean, he seems pretty down to earth. But yeah, she seemed like she would not be like that kind of person. So it was kind of funny. Yeah, when I was looking at that,
She's a real well, Jeff Bridges is pretty down to earth, but no, she is too. She has like 5 kids.
Okay, just because she had 5
No, but I mean,
kids,
she's
that
like
just
a
means she
mom.
likes
I mean,
sex.
she's like
She gets a free
No,
pass.
I-
Okay, I
I-
get it. I
No,
don't.
but
Yeah,
she
I
might-
I don't see the
100%
correlation.
don't blame her for exiting
I don't
as fast
either.
as she
Yeah,
could.
that's, yeah. I mean,
No, I mean it can be weird. I mean, especially if you're a good actor, that doesn't mean you can interact with people, right? I mean, you're good
Right.
just doing your thing. They tell you to do this. Like Tom Cruise, I saw him interviewed, and it was like talking to my shoe. I mean, the guy had no personality because nobody was telling him what to say, and I feel like he was just like, line.
well, John Goodman said the same thing when he went to the one in St. Louis, or he went to a Q&A in St. Louis, and he's like, there's people in the audience that knew the lines better than I did, and they're all barking them out at me, and he seemed like he was a little unnerved by that too. He was like, you know, he seemed like it's kind of weird to have, you know, fanatics face to face with you. You know, it's one thing to know
Right.
about it, but it's another thing to approach it. And he's like, he felt like weird interacting with people that were like
Especially
so into
when
it.
the interaction is always yelling.
Yeah,
It's always over the line or shut the fuck up, Donnie, or
Right.
something.
Yeah.
I can't imagine
Right.
poor Steve Buscemi
Yeah.
walking down the street in New York getting that yelled at him all the time.
And so you said in 2015 you had all of those people. They all agreed to come to the New York Lebowski Fest.
Yeah, they came to New York, did like a whole Q&A session on a packed theater. It was really cool.
Man,
Yeah, I had the whole like press area and the walkway with the Lebowski logo, and I forget who else did that. But
that's amazing.
It was
That's
incredible. It was
that's
really
a
cool.
great accomplishment to put that together.
All right, so
Yeah,
Bill,
that was
So Bill, let me ask you this question: have you ever seen Trailer Park Boys?
no.
You
But I see the little square on Netflix all the time, and I'm curious.
Oh my God! So
I'm,
there's
I'm trailer curious.
it is okay. One of the funniest things in the entire planet. But there's a guy, a character in there, Julian, and everywhere he goes, he walks around with a drink, a rocks glass drink, everywhere he goes. And because I saw that before I saw the Big Lebowski, because it's been on forever, and I was like, oh my God, those two guys could get together.
Was it a white Russian that he was
No,
drinking?
no, he's drinking some kind of brown liquor. But honest to God, I don't think there's a scene he doesn't have a glass in there. And there's a couple scenes where he's in jail and stuff, and somehow he's still got this thing in there, and it's just like this funny running gag. I was just like, oh man, that is absolutely insane. All right, so I want to do John Turturro real fast. When you interviewed him, I couldn't. It was one of the funniest things. Did he seem, because he wanted to do, and he did, like a follow-up, a sequel to the movie, right? Jesus Rolls. He just did it in 2020. And he was talking about it when you interviewed him. He seemed like he was really into the movie and really into that part. Was that kind of the way it felt when you interviewed him?
He did, but what was weird about that whole thing, it seemed like a rumor that manifested it to be true. It was always like this rumor that was going around, and then it just never, it seemed like it faded away, but then it actually happened. But he was really cool about it.
Now, did you see the movie Jesus Rolls?
We can edit this? No, I haven't seen the movie.
Yeah, I tried to, and it wouldn't come up on my. It just kept saying it won't play. Okay,
I'm one of the fans that think even though that's what I've been doing for 20 years, like any kind of expansion on the movie, film wise, I don't know if I would be interested.
So here's a
It
question.
just seems too perfect to mess with.
Yeah.
So how many people in your bowling league are real life examples or close to the real life examples of those three main characters or those four main characters? Because there's always some guy in the bowling league, right? They got the bowling shirt on.
Ted's a big bowler.
I don't know anything about bowling, by the way. Just what I read on.
Yeah,
TV.
shit. Ted's a big bowler. Just so you know.
Anyway, but there's always that guy in the league. There's the guy who's he's the high five guy. He's the there's always that one guy that there's a Donnie
I don't
guy
know
who's
if
the
you
more
ever
passive
noticed-
aggressive guy. So.
You ever
Walter.
notice that you never see the dude bowl in the movie?
Yeah, and there's no professional bowler cameos like the movie Kingpin. You could see the professional bowlers in the background. Like in there, you could see Parker Bowen and whatever the stars were back in the day. But you're right. Yeah, in that movie, I didn't realize that. Yeah, but you're right. The Lebowski character never throws a ball. So
Never throws the ball.
Yep.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I read that in your book, and I was just like, are you kidding me? In fact, is Steve Buscemi the only guy who actually throws a bowling ball that we see?
I think we see Walter approach the lane. Oh wait, no, I think at the beginning credits you see Walter throw a ball. But if not, there is one where he's kind of holding the ball up under his neck, and he's got a cigarette that he won't take out of his mouth, and he approaches the lane, but it's off camera. There was a pro that they had on the movie that coached, and the very last scene in the movie as they pan off the stranger and they're playing Dead Flowers, that's him that bowls the strike at the very end of the movie, and it cuts to black.
Okay.
Oh man, that is crazy. All right, so this is how big the movie is. Let's see. There is the fest that you guys have run for the last. Did you take time off for COVID? Do you guys miss?
No, it kind of went kaput in 2019.
Okay.
So Scott and Will split apart, and now Scott, there's no Lebowski Fest per se anymore, quote unquote, the official name. But Scott now does one called Achiever Fest every year. That's also held in Louisville. Yeah.
Okay, so there's Achiever Fest, Dudism. Some guy started a religion.
Is it like Druidism?
Oliver
except it's
Benjamin.
Druidism?
Yeah, I actually last week got certified.
You're ordained.
Yeah,
You're ordained.
I have it. It's right up there. A certificate of ordination. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I did that. I thought it was hilarious. You can get a PhD in the Big Lebowski or Dude or something. There's something you can do that.
You could be president of Harvard.
Yeah. Online, there's a Big Lebowski haiku maker that somebody did. Yeah. Somebody came up with a dude dictionary called Dudeology. Okay. There's white. White Russian competitions.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Actually, somebody runs White Russian competitions.
See, this wipes out
I had a
my.
White Russian one time.
This wipes out a question I had because I love Raising Arizona, man. That was one of my favorite movies ever, and I keep thinking to myself, why didn't anybody? I mean, how did that movie not take the same, like,
Trajectory, so to speak.
yeah, of the Big Lebowski? Like, that's kind of a cult film too.
You know what I think helped because me and my friend Scott we've been in like business doing T-shirts since we were in high school together, and we were doing T-shirts themed around Raising Arizona way
Nice.
before Lebowski came out. I think the key is Lebowski includes a bowling alley, a venue
Oh, you're right.
where people can gather and have fun. Like in Raising Arizona, you could just gather in the desert around a
Correct.
trailer, but
Yeah.
I think that might have been a part of it. I don't know, because we've thought about other movies we love, and how could we do something with those? But Office Space, I'm not going to rent out an
All
office.
right, I want to hit
or
the
party.
deck. I want to hit the deck boy T-shirt.
There you
Right.
go.
So what about Caddyshack? Have you guys ever thought about doing something with that? I mean,
Ooh.
that's a big one, right?
No, yeah,
I mean, because you can go to a
No,
golf
no.
course and there's a lot of really crappy golf courses that would just love to have people come out and just hit golf balls and really.
that's had to have been done, right? That seems like a good
I've
one.
never seen. So I looked it up.
never
That's
heard
one
of
of the
it.
things
Yeah, never heard of that,
I
yeah.
have not seen. I have not seen
All right, let's
anything
do
like that.
I've got a napkin. I'll take notes.
That's how it starts. It's begun.
All right, so true or false? You guys set something up, and there were people have written, professional academics have written thousands of papers on different parts of the Big Lebowski. True or false?
True.
Oh my
We
God!
had a Lebowski and symposium one year at the fest in Louisville. It was way above my head, but
Oh man! I mean, are they breaking this down? I mean,
No, they are. I mean, one of the things I read, and it's funny you brought this up because I read psychologically, the dude's a stoner, and a good portion of his lines are regurgitated from what he heard other people say. Right when he
right.
says
This aggression will not stand.
exactly, you could go to the scene before, and and so all these different things that he's saying, he just heard somebody else saying. He's just repeating it, but he's repeating it in the right context. Like every time, it's like spot on. It's like holy shit.
Well,
Right.
the funny thing about those three main characters, they always seem to be on different wavelengths. Walter's always very angry. The dude's very laid back, and Donnie seems he's very passive, and he's always being told to
Passive?
quieting passive. You always quiet down,
Donnie.
stop
Yeah.
talking.
He dabbled in pacifism.
Yeah.
Hey, no, but you'll know this, Bill. Tell us why the Coen brothers chose Buscemi. Do you remember from Fargo? Because he was always talking in Fargo, right? Talking.
Oh,
Fargo.
right, yeah.
And they thought it would be hilarious to put him in this movie where he doesn't talk, but someone's always telling him to shut the fuck up. And he originally didn't want to take the role because he was just a whipping boy and he was abused, and he wasn't into it. And then when he read it a little bit further, he's like, "All right, you fuckers." So they put
He's
him in the
also
movie.
heard the theory that every time he dies in a Coen Brothers movie, he gets in tinier and tinier pieces.
Yeah. Tiny.
Like,
Folgers can, the Folgers coffee can, and it was his urn.
Holy shit!
Well,
I
yeah,
didn't
no,
think
from
of that.
from Miller's Crossing, right? And then Fargo, he was in the. All you see is
The
his
wood
foot.
chipper.
Yeah.
All you see is foot now, and then this one, he's just ashes.
Yeah.
Oh my God! All right, so
which I had speaking of, Fargo, you guys were talking about that. When I was, a Coen Brothers fan before the Lebowski came out. Did you ever see that? It was a snow globe of that scene, and it had red and white snowflakes, and
Oh,
it
I've
was
never
just a
seen
dude
that.
pushing
No,
a
I've never
leg,
seen
and
that, yeah.
no way.
They came with like a VHS
Oh, okay.
special edition box set.
Oh.
I got it. It was my prized possession, and it broke.
Oh man, so you must have seen people must have created some really cool stuff and brought to the fest. What's some of the cool stuff that people have made or built or came as that really just blew you away?
Early on, there was a guy and his uncle. They were huge fans of the movie, and his uncle died before he could make it to the fest, so he brought him in a Folgers can.
No.
And
Wow.
his uncle won best Donnie costume.
Oh my god,
That's a good one. That's tough to top.
oh my god,
That's tough to top.
that's
Come on,
fantastic.
That's real. He really did that?
Achievers are creative. Yeah. That was
Oh
awesome.
my god,
Yeah.
that is awesome.
Bravo. That's
I I feel like I want to go to a bowling party when I get.
I want to go bowling now.
put in a can.
Cosmic bowling.
man.
Oh, that's
That is
funny.
okay.
But
So
there are other guys that really took on, like, I'm going to the fest and I'm going to win the costume prize. There's a lot of stuff like that too.
yeah,
That's tough to top.
I saw a woman. They did a documentary on the Achievers, and you've probably seen that, right? Where there's a woman. She's part of a trivia contest, and for like 3 years in a row, she came in second.
All right.
And she was the year they showed it. It was like her third year coming in second, and she was devastated. I mean, she was devastated.
She's underachieving.
Do you feel like there's a couple of people that maybe show up that are maybe a little too into it when you guys were doing this, if that's possible?
No, that was all in good fun, I think. But I do remember that her name is Stormy Daniels.
Yeah.
Stormy Daniels. Her name is Stormy something. Her name is Stormy something. Sorry, Stormy, I forgot your last name. But she, in that documentary, you see she finally wins first.
Yeah.
And the guy making the documentary, Eddie Chung, the guy was, I'm not, he was shooting this documentary for years, traveling to all the fests with us. And this was a big part of, obviously, this movie. He missed the scene where she's getting awarded the first place trophy. He was adjusting
That's hilarious.
He was adjusting a camera somewhere in the bowling alley,
Oh
and
my
it missed
God.
the entire
Yeah.
presentation.
That's hilarious.
So you see in the movie, it's just her running around a corner with the trophy in her hand, all happy.
Like she stole it.
Yeah,
Oh, that's funny.
Man, that is so
good
bad.
times.
How
Good
fitting.
times.
So at one point, I go back to this John Turturro thing because it seems so funny when you interviewed him that he said that he would either when he took this gig and he's literally on the movie for like 4 minutes. Is that like a total like 2 minutes or 4 minutes he's in the movie something like that? He said he'd either be remembered forever or be ruined by the role. And I thought that was hilarious. And then he said at one point he said that he thought the dude was handicapped, like mentally handicapped. Okay, so in the movie, and you've watched it a billion times, is the dude is he a stoner or is Turturro right? Is he a short bus rider?
Spectrum.
No, I think he's just I think he's in touch with his inner dude, and yes, he's a stoner, but I think he's a smart stoner.
All right, so here's a question I have that you might know through research and your time spent watching the film. Is Sam Elliott's character a figment of his imagination? He's not real, right?
I just kind of always pictured it as this is the story and it's going to be told by this guy.
But there's interaction between the two, and you never see him with
There
anyone
is,
else.
yeah.
Oh, actually, no. He does. No, the bartender recognizes him, right?
Yeah, because
Right.
he says
That's
he's
right.
Asperilla.
That's right. Yeah.
Sioux City Sarsaparilla.
Yeah. Okay. Never. Okay.
Yeah, but hold on.
Have you guys seen the nods that the new Fargo series does to the Big Lebowski? Have you watched any of those?
No.
No, because I was going to ask you
The
that.
Fargo series.
There's a lot of TV and movies that do Lebowski stuff.
Well, the
Right.
Fargo. So Fargo has like some cross references, or because I know.
Oh my God, it's like every 2 or 3 minutes I can pick something out that came from. I mean, Coen Brothers, yes, but
Right.
Lebowski, there's a lot of it in there. I mean, there's a whole scene with a stranger at a bar in a bowling alley, just randomly showing up and talking to another character, and then they just kind of disappear.
Nice.
They
See,
That
I
could
need
be
to.
any- that could be any bowling
I-
alley.
I need to watch that series. I really do. I've been
Yeah,
avoiding
it's,
it for some reason, but I need to get into it. Yeah.
Oh man, it's so weird that something that seems so benign at the time can be, because really, I mean, because we all do it. I mean, we'll sit around and inevitably at some point, if we're sitting around drinking long enough, something comes up, or a text or something that we make a reference to that movie. I mean, it doesn't fail. But when we're doing stuff for the show and I'm sending something out, and Ted will send something, and Ted, you're out of your element, or shut the fuck up, Ted. Yeah, I mean, it's just such a weird thing that comes up. Do you catch yourself like saying these things and being like, oh man, I gotta like rein this back in? Are you like kind of like addicted to these things?
No.
My wife loves it for sure. No, I just it just comes naturally. I don't even have to think about it.
See, I do
and
that.
Then, excuse me. I'm cold. It's not COVID. They did something in the recent Fargo which blew my mind. It made me say out loud a line from The Big Lebowski. There was nothing to do, like in the show itself. They did something in the show, and I said something in reaction to it, and it was a line from The Lebowski. And I don't know if that was planned, but it was brilliant.
The show,
it just comes out. It's
trigger.
what I go to immediately now. It's like
that show's triggering you.
But in the same way, it makes sense because it's used in the right context.
Yeah. See, I see. Matt's right. We all kind of do scenes from Big Lebowski, but me, I have to hold back because I'll do lines from obscure movies. Like I like the weird movies too that nobody really like got into. Like for instance, like Raised in Arizona. I'll say shit from that movie all the time, and nobody knows what the hell I'm talking about. Nobody. I mean, my buddy Juan and I.
Yoda's and shit all over.
Yeah.
Come on. I mean, how many times can't you say, "Boy, you got panties on your head"? I mean, it's one of the greatest things anyone's ever said to someone. He's literally robbing him, and that's what he comes away with. I mean, it's a great.
Well, I mean, other than like Caddyshack or Goodfellas or any of those big movies that are kind of cult films where you could actually quote lines, but there's a lot of, if you think about it, there's a lot of famous movies out there that won an Oscar, Academy Award, but they're completely forgettable.
What?
Like My Dinner with Andre, for example.
Are you kidding? How many times do we say back and forth stuff from The English Patient? I mean, come on, man.
Actually, now that I think about it,
all the time, I quote that movie every day.
Now that I think about it, most of my lines come from John Candy characters. Yeah. I mean, no, John Goodman characters.
Oh, I thought you were going to say those aren't
him
pillows.
Too.
Those
him
aren't
too.
pillows?
No, but when I'm at a buddy's house, I'll say, hey, who wears the pants of family anywhere? Anyhow, H.I. When he's just,
Blues Brothers.
Obscure things like that.
So when people, and I forgot that I want to ask you this about Lebowski Fest, is it frowned upon to show up sober? I mean, is that like, do you kind of like turn people away? Because I was like, yeah, I haven't had anything to drink yet, but I'm just like, I need you like get the hell out of here. Did you used to do that?
No, actually, it's I guess half the people that run it are sober, and we shied away. Like, yeah. You have to guess which ones. No, it was. There was a time I had never heard of it, but from what I remember, there was something called the Heavy Metal Parking Lot documentary, and they just went around a parking lot before a heavy metal concert was about to happen, and just interviewed people, and it was just ridiculous. The people they said, they tried to do that at Lebowski Fest, and they not the same people. Some knuckleheads in Louisville were trying to make one. And I remember like they approached me like, hey, Bill, having a good time. I'm like, yeah, it's great. Are you drunk? Like, no. They're seeking people out, trying to make it out to be something that it wasn't. But no, but it definitely did flow. White Russians were aplenty and oat sodas. So.
Oh, man. So I saw a thing. This is funny. A white trash Russian. Have you heard of that one?
I'm trying to think. Would that be moonshine? No.
So it's
what do you? I've never heard of it.
You ready? You drink half of a Yoo-Hoo and then pour vodka into it and shake it up. That's a white trash Russian.
Yeah.
So how many Lebowski Fests happened to date? How many of them were there? And you went. I mean, you did in New York, Kentucky. How many did you guys do total?
So, I mean, my role in the Lebowski Fest was all the artwork, did all the posters, and I've got a little over 70 posters that I've done for the fest. So around there, total.
So has
from 2003 to 2019.
Okay.
And Triumph the Insult Comic Dog never made it out there.
Never.
Man.
Wait, did he?
Oh man,
I wish. No.
That would have been great.
So okay, let me ask you this
I
then.
know.
Who,
Then you know you made it.
Oh, for sure.
who's the most famous person that just showed up to be part of it that wasn't part of the movie?
Chunk.
Really?
No way.
I was waiting to see if anyone. Yeah, Chunk showed up from the Goonies
What?
with his friends,
What is?
That's funny.
and they were trying to get in for free. And he was like, "This guy is Chunk from the Goonies," and we let him in. I don't know if it was really him, but
Oh my God!
Wait,
Gonna look
did he
alike.
do? Did he do my favorite thing? Do you know who I am? That's my. I've always wanted to.
no, he was embarrassed. He was like, "No, guys, stop!" They were like, "No, this is Chunk from the Goonies." There was another time. I love this actor. I can't think of his name now. Shit, he was in True Romance. He was a redhead. I don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. It's the redheaded guy.
Obviously,
Anyway,
it's not
he was
Dennis. It's not Dennis Hopper or obviously Christopher Walken. I can't think of who it could
No,
be.
Oh, Michael Rappaport.
Oh,
Rappaport.
there you
Yeah.
go. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I love
yeah.
him.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm a fan of him. He's
Yeah, I
not
like him a
very
lot.
well
Yeah,
known,
Yeah, he's
but-
done a lot of.
I love Michael Rappaport. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, that is
And
awesome.
of course, we had Jeff Bridges came out and all those guys
Yeah.
from the movie at some point, but people that had nothing to do with it. I love when people showed up. There were two guys that came in that looked like hillbillies, and we were just perplexed. We couldn't place them, and then we realized they were the Soggy Bottom Boys.
Oh,
So they're
my
just coming from other Coen Brothers movies,
Okay.
which is great.
Oh, that is one of my. Oh, Brother, We're Out. That was one of my
Yeah.
favorite movies of all times.
God. Brother,
They're-
where art thou?
There could just be a Coen Brothers fest, I think.
Oh, that would be dude. You could have so much crazy shit. That would be almost out of
There would be
control.
encapsulates so many good movies. Yeah.
Oh man, you know what? You know what the problem is? Somebody bring a wood chipper and just start tossing
That's it.
people in, and
That's
people
it.
people be jumping in just for fun, and they wouldn't realize it's an actual real
Well,
wood chipper.
How about a wood chipper slide
More
into like a
than
thing of
once.
balls?
At the end of Lebowski Fest at 2 a.m. outside the bowling alley, there's going to be a rug that's been peed on by dozens of dudes or people. I don't know.
Yeah, that's funny.
Oh,
That was a complaint
That was
that we
all,
got.
it was the whole theme of that movie was the
right.
rug.
It has to be right. I mean, oh man, if you were the guy who brought the rug, that would be just
the one,
the
the one that held the
thing.
whole room together. That rug.
Tied the room together.
Oh man, so okay, so
Fucking
so
A, it did.
okay, so I got to ask this before you go. Most obscure, like somebody who came in a costume or something that was so obscure that it really just blew you away that somebody was that into that minutia of it.
Yeah, I actually did I designed the costume for them. They had the idea of making. Well, I'm not being biased, but it's a great idea. I think. Well, two of them. They were business papers, and at some point in the movie, the cop asked the dude what was in his briefcase. He says papers,
Yeah.
business papers. So this costume was the rolling paper. What is that famous rolling paper brand?
Oh,
Whatever it is.
Tops.
It was
Tops.
that-
Tops.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tops.
Tops rolling paper.
Tops.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I designed the big rolling paper package that they went in, and they were business papers.
Oh my God, that is
No,
genius.
Um,
You
That
know-
really is.
You know, it would have been a good costume. Larry's homework in the Ziploc in the plastic bag with the F on it. Is this your homework, Larry? Is this your? Of course, it's his
Oh,
homework.
yeah.
I like
Yeah.
the business.
Of course, it's
papers,
his
yeah.
homework.
So you know what? That's funny because one of the things in the book that was hilarious because you interviewed that kid, and so they said how did the audition go? And they said that they just had people screaming at him, and that he just had to sit. He goes, I didn't know what to do,
Yeah.
so he goes, I just sat there while people screamed at him, and then they said, "Are you cool with this?" And he went, "Yeah," and he got the job. Is that accurate?
I did not hear that part.
That's hilarious.
That's the kid that played Larry Sellers, right? Not
Yeah.
the,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because we also got the actor. No, we got the guy whose homework was actually found in a stolen car and got in trouble
Oh, that Coen
when two
Brothers
guys
story. Okay,
it was came over and they presented the homework in a baggie just like John Goodman does.
yeah.
Oh, nice.
And that was a real story. Yeah.
That's funny.
And that was told. Peter he's a professor at USC. He's the guy that's responsible for the Coen brothers putting in the rug really ties the room together.
Okay.
He had them at a party and he kept talking about his new rug.
Okay.
So his car was stolen, and this kid was blamed for it. And they actually met for the first time since that happened at Lebowski Fest.
Oh man, I'm telling you, this
They
book
gotta
is
fight.
the book is incredible. The book is incredible because he goes through all these different stories and all these different things, and it's just so goddamn funny that all of this stuff is part of it and so real. Like all these, it's just stories. It's just like I don't know. It's like a weird collection of stories.
Well, it's believable. The thing about the movie, I think, it's number one, it's believable. It's just there's not any like really fantasy in it. It's believable enough that it could happen, and then it doesn't follow the same predictable, boring plot as most movies do. There's a good guy, there's a bad guy, the bad guy's winning, and then somehow the good guy, pulls himself up by his bootstraps and saves the world. And and I'm asleep, about an hour into it, because I'm watching a golf channel or something like that.
Oh, and the big thing, Bill, you brought it up. What you saw the preview, right? And the preview was like non-disclosing, didn't give anything away. You thought it was a bowling movie. That's the other thing. When I saw this in the theater,
I still don't know. I honestly can't tell you what happens at the end of the movie. I don't know how it winds up, but it doesn't matter. It's the journey.
But I think my point is, I think what makes the movie so great is when you go into this, you don't know anything about it. Everything comes out of right field, and then somehow it all comes together and all clicks, and you walk away. And you're like, that was unbelievable. That's to me what makes some of these movies so great. Because I saw it in the theater, I didn't know anything about it. And then when it went out of the theater and people just started watching it, they didn't know what to expect. And I think it just catches everybody off guard. It's the same thing happened to me like in Pulp Fiction. I didn't know anything about that movie. That was crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, all of Tarantino's movies are in similar fashion where if you don't know what happens, you don't see it coming, and it ends up being great. And that's part of it. And I think, this movie does it for a lot of people.
All right, so
Ted
Bill,
included.
Bill, they ask everybody, and you asked everybody what the movie was about and how to sum it up in like a sentence or two sentences. So I'm going to put you on the spot, okay? And let's just say that somebody went through and they listened to this whole interview, right? And now they're gonna watch the movie, right? And now they're saying to themselves, "Man, what is this movie about?"
Yeah.
So go ahead. I'm putting you on the spot. If you had to describe this movie in say 2-3 sentences, what is this movie about?
Wow. I'd say
And don't say bowling and Orthodox Judaism.
I think you know what? If the reason I put it on is for a fun ride. And I think that's what it is. I think a lot of people expect a plot when they watch it for the first time, and it's not really about that per se. But yeah, I don't know. It doesn't get old. Like I don't go out, I don't put it on a lot because Jesus, but when it's on somewhere and I still enjoy it just as much every time. And I don't know why, but I don't think it really matters what it's about. It's hard to explain.
I think it's.
I think they could be doing anything and it would be just as good. They could be fishing, whatever. It's just this chemistry that all those people have together with the Coen brothers just made it like incredible.
It's a story about a dude, man, that goes through some shit.
It's a journey.
Not a dude.
I mean,
dude.
their themes are always, placing someone completely inept at dealing with a situation in exactly that situation. In Fargo, it's the delicate, not delicate, but pregnant wife who's thrown into the mix with these murders.
Yep.
Lebowski, it's the dude thrown into this mistaken identity thing. He cannot, how is it going to turn out?
No, that's that's kind of exactly
that's kind
of exactly how it works. I mean, because The Office was that, right? Someone who's inept, who's thrown into a position that they clearly clearly can't do, and now you have to watch them.
Isn't that every job you've been promoted to level of your incompetence? Right?
Well, the mystique,
isn't that every job out there?
The mystique about this movie and trying to describe it to someone who hasn't seen it, John Goodman, he was asked, have you ever watched the movie before? He goes, oh yeah. He's like, and he admitted, he goes, I've never watched myself in movies. Like I don't watch them on TV if it comes on. But when this comes on, I watch it. He goes, I don't go out of my way, but if it's on TV and I find it, I got to watch it. It's just one of those movies. And he's in the movie and he's saying that. So that's,
and by the way, that reviewer who said John Goodman ruined his career by that, whatever she said, he's been in multiple
Coen Brothers movies. Yep.
And he's always yelling loudly in all these movies. There's always a scene with him yelling.
Yeah.
Wait, he is. He's
That's
the,
their theme for John
he's the
Goodman.
super loud preacher in Oh Brother, Where Art Thou,
Yeah.
right? Oh, my
yeah.
God.
Fantastic. I mean, and he's great. He and actually his opening scene in Raising Arizona, coming out of the ground screaming.
Yeah,
well,
it's
I mean,
screaming. Yeah,
but,
yeah.
but that's his thing because it's like Sam Kinison when he was alive. You just waited for that scene, like in the movie when Back to School. You just want to hear him go to the screaming part, right? Because that's all we're waiting for, right? Even though you know it's coming, you just want to know when it's coming. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, that is awesome. All right, so the book you wrote was I'm a Lebowski, You're a Lebowski. And it just came. Now, what was special about it? It's the 20th anniversary printing?
Yeah, this is basically it includes.
Yeah, that's the new cover. I love that
Technology.
cover. That is hilarious.
The afterward from Daphne Merkin and a new cover. But yeah, tell you what, guys, if you ever want to make a mint, write a book about an obscure movie with 3 other dudes.
I know
The-
3 other dudes.
The
2 other dudes.
royalties are obscene. No.
Oh, that is absolutely awesome. All right, so Bill, thank you so much for being on, man. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, man, you are a blast. You know what? You are exactly what I was figuring of a guy who helped write a book about a crazy movie. So yeah, so really appreciate it, man.
Cool. Thank you,
All
Bill.
right, thanks for having me. I
brother.
appreciate
Take
it.
care.
All right, man, take care.
Good to meet you guys.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh man, dude, I'm telling you right now, that is a guy. He's absolutely right.
I love it.
I mean,
You know what's great about it? Because we've been going on and on about the book for the last couple of weeks, and what I really enjoy about what he and his buddies did is the work and the intelligence behind it all. They're not just some goofballs that put some shit out there. This is well thought out and well put together, and it took time. I mean, this isn't something they slapped together overnight.
right.
You
Well,
know, it
I mean,
started
this is
out
after
as an idea, and
this
then
is
it
after
just-
what 4 fests, 5 fests,
Right.
So they had it all in there.
But it's a great support
It is.
for what they were doing. It's really smart.
It's
I mean,
almost
it
like
just fits. It's perfect. It
Comic Con,
flows.
right? Because
Why
everyone's
wouldn't
in
we do a book
character.
about
People
it?
go in character. They dress up. Yeah, it's almost like
yeah.
a Comic Con type of.
Oh yeah, it's dude.
Yeah.
It's so if you see pictures, if you ever want to like watch the documentary and look at the different things from the different Lebowski fests. I mean, these people. What was it? I think it was the first Lebowski fest. A 15-year-old kid, showed up in John Turturro's outfit.
Yeah, that purple,
The purple
jumpsuit. Yeah.
Ready? His mom made it for him and
Wow.
embroidered Jesus on the thing.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, think a 15-year-old kid. Think about it. There's got to be adults. There's adult men, right? There's adult people.
There are adult men. You're correct.
Yes, but I mean, but here's the thing.
Still.
So here's Bill, and I'm guessing at that time he's got to be in his 30s, right? He's into this. His buddies are all into this. There's older people into it, and there's a 15-year-old kid who loves this movie that much that he shows up in costume and goes to this thing. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's just such a fun. It's just such a fun movie. I mean, it just makes sense to you, doesn't it? Yeah, it's really cool. All right, man. You know what? There's nothing left here. So let's finish this thing up. Teddy, last thoughts?
I hope this year in the election cycle there's no threat to democracy. But other than that, I enjoyed this episode.
Oh, that sums up this episode very well.
Was this episode a threat to democracy, Mark?
No,
Okay,
but
just
Ted,
checking,
but
just
Ted,
checking.
I feel like
I
what
feel
you
like I
just
want to
said-
say, "Shut the fuck up, Donnie."
That's what I was trying to get you to do. I had to tell you. That's why I had to tell you twice. Jeez, finally.
Oh my God! Were you even listening to what the dude said?
Oh man.
You're like a child, Donnie.
I'll get you told by 3 o'clock.
You know what?
No point of reference.
You know what? I think that sums it up. Do you have anything you want to add? Because I don't.
The dude abides, man. The dude abides.
The dude abides. All right.
That's what Ted's supposed to do. He abided.
I love it, man. I love every second of doing this. Oh man, you know what? That was just so much fun. All right, so I hope you enjoyed it. Next week we are going to be talking to Dan Dan is from Australia, and he is a free diving expert.
That sounds scary, whatever that is.
It is absolutely
I love that song.
one of the most terrifying.
Oh, that's Freebird. Never mind.
God. Absolutely one of the most terrifying sports on the planet. And if I had to guess at deaths, More people die free diving than any other sport. I mean, it just can't. I mean, it's worse than parachuting or anything else. It's absolutely insane. So we're going to talk to him. It's going to be great. We got a woman in a couple weeks who is going to talk about breathing. And I know that sounds weird.
It's kind of a
You're
theme.
doing it wrong.
It's a theme coming. We
Dude.
got a theme here. We got free diving where you hold your breath.
Yeah.
And then we got a woman talking about not holding your breath.
Yeah. I finally got us a geography expert who is going to be on. And when I told Mark this, he's like, it's going to be a terrible guest. I'm like, no, he's not. You
I
even
didn't
said
say that.
Yes, you did. You said it's going to be terrible. It's going to be the worst guest we've had. That's the exact words you used.
Should we try to fool him? Say, where's Catmandu?
Why would you say that on the air? Even if I did say that and I didn't say that.
Because you always say that. You say that about
I have to.
all
I
of our
have
guests.
to. I have to do that. I got to play devil's
No,
advocate.
he says that about
I
everybody.
have-
It's like, it's
that's the
terrible.
rub. That's the rub. I got
So
it.
you do it on purpose?
Well, it's like a thing. We have to. There has to be a yin and a yang.
It's like a
there
good,
has to be
it's a
like
good
a
cop, bad
It
cop.
has to
Oh,
be.
'cause I'm so
Otherwise, you'll
excited
be
about
so-
it.
You'll.
I'm always so excited about all the guests. And Mark's looks
Listen.
like just a 10-minute guest, right? 10-minute guest.
By me doing this,
Creates a little tension. I like it.
Matt's not placid. It gets him hard.
He's that
No,
what,
I'm
flat,
not flaccid.
flaccid?
I'm not flaccid.
I said placid.
Flaccid.
Oh, okay.
Lake Placid?
I mean, I saw that commercial.
Flaccid.
87 cents. 87 cents for generic
talking
Viagra.
Oh.
I saw the commercial. Oh, and then this is really cool, and I haven't got any details yet. Oh, I got two things. A woman from the Women's Football Association, full contact equipment. Women's football is going to be
Nice,
on. She
nice.
said she's going to be on.
Nice.
And we got turned down. Did I tell you guys who we got turned down by
Again?
recently?
Who?
Oh yeah, no. He just told us, Ted.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Neil deGrasse Tyson said no to the Real 380.
You know
Well,
what I
you
heard
know.
about that football league, and I'm going to ask
Well,
her.
he's no Stephen Hawking, so, that's all I know.
No, he can walk. What are you talking about? He walks perfectly fine.
I heard about the women's football league. There's no concussion protocol.
What?
Women can't get concussed.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh, really, Mark? Go ahead. Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead. Screw yourself, man. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. But yeah,
man.
so we got a lot of things coming up. It's going to be awesome. I'm super excited about it. And you know what? Listen up, tell your friends, and we will see everybody next week.